Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. So as promised, we are going to look at long-term targets of indices, Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. And also let's talk a little bit about indices, I mean sectorial indices. So I have a Nifty Bank Nifty chart in front of me. Here we have a 15-minute chart. For a long term, do we really need a 15-minute chart? The answer is no. We'll need a bigger picture. But guys, have you seen the 2025 outlook video wherein we had discussed about a Nifty probability and also a Bank Nifty probability? So this was a 2025 video wherein I had categorically mentioned about that the target can, again we can see here, going back up to 26,000, and then there is a possibility that we can drop down again towards the lower level. The thought process is pretty simple. Right now we are in a good healthy uptrend, and then that uptrend is not yet disturbed, right? So I will not have this prophecy that it is going to be a sideways trend on a 3-monthly time frame, or the price is going to reach to a new low or to the low levels of 21,700 or so. I really don't know. But then currently the uptrend is taking place. If at all, let's keep it simple. If price take out above the high of July 2024, that is 26,277, then the uptrend continues and we might get to see some good up move, and the Dow theory uptrend will continue. There's another possibility that for some period of time we may get into a sideways kind of a phase. So that sideways phase will also include one or two such red candles which will keep the price where it is. This analysis or this expectation can just go null and void if the high of 26,277 is taken out, right? So we'll keep it simple. But when we want to calculate a long-term target, let's go to a weekly chart. So here we are on a weekly chart, right? And if I remove this, this was one of the view for the 2025 video. Now, as per Dow theory, this was the previous higher low level. This is the highest high. This is the higher low, and we are here in between right now. We don't know if this is a lower high, or because this is in between, this is in a transition. So this is still, there's an ambiguity in this particular phase. So how do we analyze this? So typically first we'll calculate the target. So target calculation can be done using a simple trend based Fibonacci tool. So from this low to high, if I plot it here and then again bring it back to the low, now what happens is my first target comes to 27,605. This is going to be my first target. Right. So I'll just mark this target. $27,605. So this is one of the target that I have calculated. Now the second target as per this method would be around 29,000. So let's clone this, plot it at a higher level. So again this level is 197. Okay, but more importantly, the better targets or the bigger targets can be, there are two targets that I'm going to talk about. Number one, a long-term target can be 31,221. Right, and another next target can be 33,795. 33,795. Okay, so first initially what we can look at is that the previous high, that is 26,277, if it is taken out, then we will look for the next target of 27,605, and then in between there can be a possibility. It cannot just go in a bullish direction, so it not going to happen in such a way. Like let's draw a path. It's definitely not going to go in this way. Like this is a high, this is going to be a low, this is a high, this is a low. It just cannot reach to these targets like this, but instead of this, it can actually move in a structured manner, something like price is here right now. From a low, we are currently here somewhere. So I'm expecting it to take some place here, then again some retracement, and from there again it can just go in an upwardly manner. This is how the expectation is. Now this is probably August, so it should take place somewhere around September, October, November, December, something like this. This is what the actual expectation is, and then eventually these targets will get completed. This is about Nifty 50 we are talking about. I'll just save this quickly, and once we move on to Bank Nifty, Nifty Bank. So for Bank Nifty, see, this is what the annual video expectation was. Currently we are at a all-time high level at the top. So here we can calculate it again in a simple way. So from the significant low, right, from the significant low of 2022, price made a high, then a shallow retracement to a high, shallow retracement, and again if we take a look, you will realize that the next targets which are possible can be 61,400, 61,408. So this is going to be my one of the important target. Second target will be 69,893. $69,879. Right, so these are two significant important target for Bank Nifty. Now let me quickly remind you, all of you, that when we were looking at Nifty targets, and we realized that Bank Nifty was the first index to reach to all-time high level. Nifty Financial Service was the first one. Between Nifty and Bank Nifty, it was Bank Nifty which reached to all-time high level. Now these are the two sectors which will be in limelight. So focus on the stocks which are at the top and they belong to both these sectors, and these are the stocks you should be focusing on. So when we talk about sectorial indices, again always think about that these sectorial indices are going to perform in such a way wherein the sectors which are at the top of the ladder, so something like sectorial indices, right? So these are the sectorial indices, and if we take a look here, Nifty Financial Services, so this is Nifty Financial Services which is at an all-time high right now. Okay, so Nifty Financial Services at all-time high, Bank Nifty is at an all-time high, and then you accordingly go through these sectors. So if some sector is not at an all-time high level, though it may deliver you better returns, but then it will not be as great or as leading as the banking or the financial services. So this, keep these things in mind. And also there is one more exercise that you can do, is that identify stocks which are trading or close to an all-time high level, regardless of the sector, whichever sector they belong to. But if they are at an all-time high level, that means they have already outperformed the index and they have a better probability of delivering you results, right? So this is how I'm looking at this particular sectorial video. Do write to me in comment box if you have further questions or you have any picks that you feel that are at an all-time high and they have a better probability to perform. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm signing off. Bye bye.